Hi, I'm Oscar Wegner, and I'm here with Dr. Barniak in Indiana. He's going to tell us a little bit who he is and what your experience is in your profession.
I've been a chiropractor for 37 years. I have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in health and physical education. I taught high school and coached varsity sports for 5 years. Went back to college, got another Bachelor of Science and a doctorate in chiropractic.
Have you treated tennis players, athletes? Who have you treated? And how many people have you treated?
All of the above. And for many a year, I'd see maybe 70 or 80 patients a day. So I was very active these days. I just practice part-time. But I feel very good. I take no medicine, have had no surgeries. I'm still very active. I play tennis for 4 or 5 days a week for approximately an hour and a half each day. But my tennis experience has been a bit jagged. As a youth, I played recreationally rather actively up until about 17, 18 years old. But it was very informal. In those days, we gathered what information we could from watching some of the early television broadcasts of tennis and watch some of the better local players, but it was all done with a wood racket. It was done with a continental style grip. But we were out there really for one purpose, just to have some fun. Then I went off to college, studied health and physical education. We studied tennis as a course and learned a bit more skills, but it was all based on a traditional style of tennis where you step forward into the ball. And again, these are the days of the wood racket. Your follow through was straightforward and you rolled your wrist at the end of the stroke to try and impart a bit of topspin. So tennis became sort of a non-issue. And occasionally over the next 30 years, I would step back into the game for maybe a month at a time and then fall away because, again, the demands of raising children, I decided to get back into the game. Now I'm 67, so my mindset is still that of a traditional stroke. Matter of fact, I had to retire my wood racket now. The year 2017, wood racket's retired. I actually buy what everybody else uses is a larger, more quality racket, larger face racket. And I joined the local racket club. And so I've been active there for about 6 months, and me and the ball machine have become quite friendly. But what I notice is that certain joints were starting to hurt.
For yourself?
On myself. And again, that's stroking the ball in a traditional manner. Then I got curious to see, am I doing it right? And also just looking about, it seemed to me that for the most part, the way I was hitting the ball was not the most efficient way, because I'd see young kids, much smaller, much weaker, creaming the ball, hitting it with great accuracy, but that was not me.
So what happened then?
Well then, so I get curious and I start looking around YouTube to see, what am I doing wrong? What do these kids know that I don't know? And I stumbled upon some of your YouTube presentations, which made lots of sense. And so I ordered your set of videos and put those into practice and recognized that all of a sudden my injuries became a non-issue. My tennis became better. Essentially, the only people I find to play with are 20-year-olds and kids. And
what happened to the older ones?
They're all those that had a strong liking for tennis and continued on got hurt. So they're all hobbling. And then I put a little thought to it as to why they're hobbling. The traditional stroke, I believe, is responsible for them hobbling. I rather luckily avoided 30 years of playing tennis, did not hurt myself, coming back into the game in a healthy way and minimizing my involvement with the traditional stroke, playing with a modern stroke. I realized that had they played that way for the last 30 years, they were probably all very good players and not hurting. But that has become the limiting factor. They who had a strong desire to play, an interest from their youth days, all of a sudden dropped out.
Yeah, and is that, you mean different injuries or one specific injury? Or what do you notice the most? Injuries to what? The feet, the ankles, the knees, I mean the hips, the lower back.
In a sense, all of the above. The leg is brought towards center line. When it's twisted inward and it's flexed, it becomes vulnerable. At that point, either the hip is going to go bad or the body is going to compensate by putting stress on some other joints to relieve the stress upon the hip. And the other joints that are involved at that point are going to be neighboring joints. So you may feel stress in the knee, you might feel it in the sacroiliac joint, you might feel it at the fifth lumbar region, the lumbosacral joint, but some other part of the body is likely to compensate or not. If the compensation does not occur, then the hip is going to be the first one to go bad.